Praise the Lord, everybody. Gonna give some people time to get on here. I'm underneath my tree. I am really, I tell you what, folks, those of you that follow me, I am going to miss my tree up here in Virginia. It's so peaceful. It's quiet. Look, the wind's blowing. It's kind of like the beach up here in Virginia lately. Just absolutely gorgeous. And I like coming up here, but you know, UPS twisted my arm and told me they would give me a buyout if I go ahead and leave. You're just costing us way too much money. But no, they didn't really say that. I'm just kind of kidding. But hey, I'm trying to keep this kind of light because the Lord has given me something kind of heavy. Well, not really. It's really great that the Lord would do this, and He does give people warnings. I'm trying to think back in my life if I never received heavenly warnings because I was never in church. And when I was in church, I would see warnings every now and then. He'd come out and preach and stuff like that, but I really wasn't in church much until 1984 when I decided to follow Jesus. And long story short, God is so caring. He is so caring that He gives warnings. And this morning, the Lord woke me up by hearing His voice. And He told me, He says, and I put a post on my Facebook page too. And it's a little bit different than what the Lord told me, but it is the same thing exactly almost. I've kind of changed the words around a little bit, but this is what I heard this morning. It woke me up at 4:10 a.m. I come out of the bed, and my poor wife, I guess she just thinks, my gosh, what's going on with him now? You know, I'll just come flying out of the bed, but hey, you know, when the Lord wakes you up, you're going to get up. So, at least I do. But anyway, I want to tell you what the Lord said. This is for a person, a man, and I don't know the last name. I don't even know if I have any friends on my own personal Facebook page by the name of Jamie. And like I said, I don't know who this is. I'm actually glad that I don't. Because I would probably be having to go talk to him. I still may get. I don't know. That depends on the Lord. You know, the Lord does things the way He wants to do it and when He wants to do it in His time, His season. But the Lord, excuse me, pollen is really bad up here. The Lord told me this morning, He is drunk all the time. This is His final warning. This is for Jamie. And that's what I heard. And, you know, and I don't want this to be a debate about, you know, Jesus turning water into wine and drinking a beer, drinking wine, or the problem in the Bible where it talks about drinking, what I've researched and what I know is when somebody is a drunkard, that will keep you out of heaven. And also and then some people cannot handle drinking wine. They can't handle drinking a beer. They can't handle drinking liquor. Hard liquor is because they're an alcoholic. And their life spirals out of control. I have seen it over and over and over, how people that are given to drinking, or I guess that sounds really old-timer, that are given to alcoholism, they lose everything. They lose their home, they lose their family, they lose their job, they even lose their life. One of my relatives, I'll tell you a quick story. And he was young, and I was young. But he was like an alcoholic, like at the age of 25. And he ended up dying from it. He died from alcohol poisoning. And I never really knew that was a thing. I never really was into alcohol or any of the recreational drugs that they have or anything like that. First off, you got to spend money, and I like to save money. Anybody that knows me will say, yeah, that's him. I do. I like to save money. I like to spend my money wisely, and I don't think doing stuff like that is a good steward of my money. Not saying that I don't have issues. I am far from that. I have issues just like each and every one of you. But this issue here is a very serious issue because God said it's your final warning, Jamie. So that tells me that he has been talking to you over and over and over. Maybe not in an audible voice. Maybe it's been coming out in the preaching. Maybe your friend, maybe your wife has been saying, hey, look, you got to stop this. This is going to destroy you. It's going to destroy us. But just please take this to heart. Do it. You know, there's programs you can get into, and I don't want to just sound that I don't care, because I do care. There's all types of programs you can get into. You can get into the Alcohol Anonymous. There's plenty of churches that have addiction classes. I know our church has an addiction class in Knoxville, Tennessee. It's Crossroads Apostolic Church, and it happens on Wednesday. No, I'm sorry. Wednesday's wrong. Correct. Monday at 6 o'clock in the afternoon. I believe that's correct. But that would be on their website. But anyway, stop this. God is giving you a final warning. And I don't know what the consequences are if you go beyond this, but I just know when God says stop, that this is your final warning. It's probably a really good idea to stop. So anyway, you have a great day, folks, out here. I know this was not for a lot of people. I know my Facebook page is it's seen by quite a few people. So I know there's going to be a Jamie out there that's probably going to see it, but this person will know if what I'm saying to them is the truth. So anyway, take care. Lord bless you. Have a great day.